Hello everyone, welcome again to our tutorial video for this morning. So today we are going to tackle about sequences presented by yours truly, Sanime B. Cabellion. Our learning objective here is that at the end of the video, we can now explain the meaning of the sequences. And we can now also differentiate the sequences in the series. And lastly, is we can now express the sequences in a general formula. Okay, let's start with defining what is a sequences. A sequence is an arrangement of any objects or sets of numbers in a particular order, followed by some rule. If A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub 4, and so on and so forth denote the terms of a sequence, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth denotes the position of the term. Also, a sequence can be defined based on the number of terms. It's either finite sequence or infinite sequence. Let's move forward to the difference between a sequence and a series. Let's just take a look about the difference of the two, and then later on we will be going to focus on sequences. We all know that sequence and series is one of the basic topics in arithmetic. An itemized collection of elements in which repetitions of any sort are allowed is known as a sequence, whereas a series is the sum of all the elements. And an arithmetic progression is one of the common examples of a sequence and a series. In short, a sequence is a list of items or objects which have been arranged in a sequential way. Well, a series can be highly generalized as the sum of all the terms in a sequence. However, there has to be a definite relationship between all the terms of the sequence. Okay? Now, let's move forward to the types of sequences. We have 4 types of sequences. The first one is we have the arithmetic sequence. A sequence in which every term is created by adding or subtracting a definite number to the preceding number. The keyword here is about adding or subtracting a definite number. Okay? The second one is we have the geometric sequence. A sequence in which every term obtained by multiplying or dividing a definite number to the preceding number. There in arithmetic, it is about adding or subtracting a different number. Well, here in geometric sequence, it's about multiplying or dividing a definite number to the preceding number. The third one is we have the harmonic sequence. Harmonic sequence. A series of numbers is said to be a harmonic sequence if the reciprocals of all the elements of the sequence form an arithmetic sequence. So the keyword here is about a reciprocals of all the elements. That is our harmonic sequence. A reciprocal of all the elements of sequence form an arithmetic sequence. And lastly is we have the Fibonacci numbers. I know that all of you are familiar with Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci numbers form an interesting sequence of numbers in which each element is obtained by adding 2 preceding elements, and the sequence starts with 0 and 1. Sequence is defined as f sub 0 equals 0 and f sub 1 is equals 1, and f sub n is equals to f sub n minus 1 plus f sub n minus 2. So we have here an example. Determine the indicated term of the arithmetic sequence. A sub 4 equals 5 and A sub 6 is equals to 17. Find the A sub 16. So what are we going to do is, before that, as you can see, this is an arithmetic sequence. Earlier, we defined arithmetic sequence is about adding or subtracting a definite number to the preceding number. So, we have here the formula to get the this a sub 16. The formula is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So this is our formula. Since, as you can see, we only have a sub 4 and a sub 6, we don't have the a sub 1. So what are we going to do now? First, we will find the d, or the common difference. So what are we going to do now is, we are going to subtract the a sub 4 is equals to 5 and a sub 6 is equals to 17. To get our difference, we would subtract the 17 and 5. So this would be written as like this. And then divide into 2. Then simplify. 17 minus 5, that would be 12. Divide 2 is 6. So therefore, we can now conclude that 6 is our difference. So we already have our difference now. So the next step is we will get the a sub 1 so that we could find now the a sub 16. So we will use the formula like this. We will also use like this formula. N here is 5. Our n is 5. A sub 1, we don't have a sub 1 plus our n here is 4 minus 1 times the difference is 6. Let's simplify. This is 5. We don't have a sub 1 plus 4 minus 1 is 3 times 6. Simplify again. This would be 3 times 6 is 18. Now, we will transfer the 18 to the left side. So this would be 5 minus 18 equals a sub 1. Simplify 5 minus 18. This would be negative 13. Negative 13, sorry. Negative 13. So here, our a sub 1 is negative 13. Since we already have a sub 1 and we already have our difference, which is the 6, so now we can now find the a sub 16. So since we already have our difference 6 and we already have our a sub 1, we can now find the a sub 16. So we will use this formula again. Our a sub n here is 16 because we are finding 16 term. Our a sub 1 is negative 13 plus our n is 16 minus 1 times the difference is 6. Simplify. Negative 13 plus 16 minus 1 is 15 times 6. Simplify again. That would be negative 13 plus 15 times 6 is 90. Okay. Then simplify again. Negative 13 minus 90 is 77. So therefore, our A16 is 77. Thank you for watching. God bless and keep safe. Bye!